So, Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. There was
Oh
gameplay.
yeah.
Let's go. Zelda's producer, Algie Aonuma, hosted a gameplay presentation to show off the new abilities featured in Tears of the Kingdom. He showed four abilities in the trailer: Recall, Fuse, Ultra Hand, and Ascend. Recall rewinds an object's movement, and the example he gives is rewinding a fallen rock to reach the Sky Islands. And in a previous trailer, they showed a giant metal ball falling down a hill, and Link rewinding it and going up and healing the bokoblins as it goes back up. He showed Fuse. With Fuse, you can stick various items together to create weapons with new effects, and they show four examples. One was creating a hammer out of a stick and a boulder, which also solves a problem that a lot of people have, which a lot of people don't enjoy the weapon durability thing. I think it's cool, but I understand why some people don't. This solves that problem in the sense that when you fuse, like the stick in the gameplay presentation was almost broken, but when you fuse the rock to it, its durability was greatly increased, and that's a fix to that problem where rather than being able to craft weapons like some people wanted, you'll be able to fuse weapons. So if your weapon's about to break, you fuse it with another weapon, and it makes it stronger,
Right.
and it kind of resets its durability. Uh, Another was increasing the reach of a pitchfork by attaching it to the end of a long stick, which I think is really cool. Even though it looked ridiculous once he put it on his back. Uh, and they showed that you can attach various items to arrows, like True Jelly to create an ice arrow, or Keys Eye to create homing arrows. And I think, well, before I say this, and they showed that you can attach a push room to a shield to create a smoke screen during combat. And I think that this is another example of what we were just talking about, kind of incorporating accessibility directly into gameplay.
Yeah.
Because if you have a hard time aiming, you can put on that eye and it does it for you. You have to collect them first, but you do that and it helps you out. And also with the push room, it makes combat a little bit easier because you just obscure their vision and just sneak attack them and knock them out with one
Right.
hit, or do a significant amount of damage with one hit. And again, this is a dope way to incorporate accessibility directly into the gameplay and give people the option to do these things if they want it easier, or not do it if they want it harder, or
Right.
situational where you want certain things to be harder, you want certain things to be easier. It's really cool. I need games to do more stuff like this.
For real.
In previous trailers, it was shown that some enemies have horns that look like swords and sides and tridents. And tons of people theorized that you could use those to craft weapons. And based on this gameplay presentation, it seems like that they were right. And you'll be able to, when you kill enemies, you'll pick up their horns and you could use it to make a sword, or you could use it to attach it to arrows and make the arrows stronger, stuff like that, which is really dope.
Sounds dope.
The next and arguably most exciting ability was Ultra Hand, which is the ability to take materials around Hyrule and stick them together to create vehicles and maybe even maybe houses, which
Ooh.
they haven't said anything about that. But I just feel like that's a thing that people might do. Um, the example shown were Link building a boat to cross a river that he didn't have enough stamina to swim across, and a flying machine with a sail. They also showed the car and fire machine from the previous trailer. The key components to all of these are these mechanical wheels and turbines that have limited battery life
Mm.
that may be determined by Link. Therefore, you'll be able to upgrade how big the battery is and how long these things last before they run out of battery and crash down to the ground.
Right.
um, the last ability shown was Ascend. If you're in a place with a ceiling, you can go through to the floor above you. They showed this working in a stone gazebo looking type of place and a cave up to the top of a mountain. Now, I don't know if you remember, but I mentioned before that I watched a video from Zeltic on YouTube where he analyzed a patent that revealed how Ascend works. And
Mm.
it looks, based on the patent and based on what Aonuma said in this trailer, that there won't really be a limit on how high you can go. The only limit, assumably, if this isn't just something that they fix eventually, but in the patent they showed that the limit may be whether the ceiling is flat enough, or if the
Mm.
place that you're going to be popping up from once you get to the top is flat enough. So if it's not
Right.
flat enough in those areas, you might not be able to do it. But as long as it's flat enough, it doesn't matter how high, you can get to the top. At least
Mm.
that's what it seems like, which is dope, and that will help people save on a lot of stamina. And
Definitely.
that will probably force people to maybe start focusing on like health over stamina
Yeah.
because they know that they can do that now. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I considered buying the limited edition OLED. I really did. But I'm gonna stick to my convictions, and I'm gonna wait for the next Nintendo console.
You
And,
are crazy.
and play
I
Breath of the Wild before Tears of the Kingdom when that happens, which is gonna be tough.
good luck.
Like I'm considering just maybe just actually playing Tears of the Kingdom before Breath of the Wild and then going back to Breath of the Wild. Because I did that with Doom, and I actually could low key. I don't think I'm gonna have the same thing I did with Doom, where I actually like Doom 2016 more than Doom Eternal. But
Mhm.
I think I'm still gonna have a good time if I go back and play Breath of the Wild after Tears of the Kingdom. But I think I want to play Breath of the Wild. I don't know. I'm at a crossroads. Now I'm at the point where like, and this is the a thought that I always had is I could just get it, play it, and then of course naturally this is what I was gonna do anyway.
Right.
When the next console comes out, I'm gonna sell my Switch and then I'm gonna buy the new one. And the thing is, I know I have the money to do it. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to play it on this weak ass console.
That's real.
So I think I'm just gonna wait. I think I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna have to play Breath of the Wild before Tears of the Kingdom, and it's gonna be painful. And also, I don't know if I have the strength to not just watch people play the game all the way through like I did with Breath of the Wild. I think I'm low key just gonna completely spoil myself on Tears of the Kingdom.
That's real. That's what I did with actual Breath of the Wild. Because to be honest, I'm gonna say something so controversial. I didn't like Breath of the Wild when it first came out. I was like, this game sucks. It looks like it sucks. I'm not interested in it. Where's my linear Zelda gameplay? Because I've been a Zelda fan for a very, very long time. Grew up on the series. I didn't like it at first. I was like, this game, I don't like it. I'm just not a fan. Then when I got my Switch, it was the one and only game I had for a very, very long time. Because my parents, oh, my poor sweet parents, they were like, Zelda game? I like Zelda. So they got me Breath of the Wild. So I was kind of forced to play it. And the more that I played it, the more I enjoyed it. However, probably not going to beat it. I'm just, yeah, too much.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough playing that before Tears of the Kingdom, knowing how much they add. But